Beige paint colors are making a comeback, and I'm not talking about the old beige paint colors in the past where they had yellows, oranges, and pinks. They were all the rage in the 90s and early 2000s. Instead, today's beige paint colors will make your home feel timeless and far from boring. So having said that, today's color review is Benjamin Moore Manchester Tan. I'm going to show you the undertones of this paint color, and I'm going to show you what it looks like in both the north and south facing rooms. And I'm going to show you why it's so important to compare Manchester Tan with both your fixed and furnished items that you may have in your home. Almost any paint color by itself can look boring. A lot of people think they can paint their room and then magically it's just going to look beautiful. That couldn't be further from the truth. I always say, never pick a popular paint color. Instead, pick the right paint color that will pair perfectly with both your fixed and furnished items that you may have in your home. So let's take a closer look at Manchester Tan and let's talk about the undertones. Right here's Manchester Tan. Now watch what happens when I compare it to Feather Down. Notice the green undertones. Now, let's take this a step further. Right here's Manchester Tan. Now watch what happens when I compare it with Grant Beige. You'll notice there's just a little bit of a yellow in it. Now you should have a better idea on the undertones of Manchester Tan, but the undertones alone will not help you pair this paint color correctly in your home. Some of the other key factors that you need to get right are lighting, color contrast, and pairing Manchester Tan with both your fixed and furnished items that you may have in your home. By the way, if you're new to this channel, feel free to subscribe. I give you valuable tips just like you're seeing right here in this video. Next, I'm going to talk about lighting. Manchester Tan does a pretty good job of holding true to its color, but it does look slightly different in both the north and south facing room. Having said that, let's take a closer look and see what this paint color looks like in lighting. This is what Manchester Tan looks like in a south facing room where you get a lot of natural lighting. It's a light beige and it almost looks like a grayish. Now watch what happens when Manchester Tan is in a north facing room. This is what Manchester Tan looks like in a north facing room. Notice how it's darker. You will notice the green undertones a little bit more, especially if you have a lot of shadows in your room, but it's nothing to worry about. It does a great job all on its own. Now you know about the undertones and how Manchester Tan will react in lighting. The last tip I want to share with you is why it's so important to compare Manchester Tan with both your fixed and furnished items that you may have in your home. I can't stress to you enough on how important it is to compare Manchester Tan with both your fixed and furnished items that you may have in your home. If you don't do this right, it can end up being a costly mistake, and I don't want that to happen to you. So, having said that, I'm going to show you a couple quick examples so you understand what I'm talking about. Right here's Manchester Tan. Now watch what happens when I compare it to this yellow fabric. This is a classic case of mixing a clean color with a muted color. Right here's Manchester Tan. Now watch what happens when I pair it with this muted yellow fabric. It goes beautifully together. And for comparison's sakes, watch what happens when I put this clean yellow here. This is why mixing clean and dirty doesn't work. However, this muted yellow does a great job. Now I'm going to show you two fixed elements to give you a different perspective on what I'm talking about. Right here's Manchester Tan. Now watch what happens when I compare it to this chestnut floor tile. They go beautifully together. The undertones pair well together and the color contrast is perfect. Now watch what happens when I compare Manchester Tan with this pink beige carpet. They clash. They don't go well together because of the pink undertone, and Manchester Tan will make this carpet look old and dirty. Now you know why it's important to compare Manchester Tan with both your fixed and furnished items that you may have in your home. What do you think of Manchester Tan? Or have you painted your home with a beige paint color and it didn't turn out the way you hoped it would? Let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear about it. If you need help on finding the perfect paint color and you want it professionally done, then feel free to check out the link in the description section down below. I show you how I can help you with any of my online packages, regardless where you live in North America. If you found value of watching this video, put a like and feel free to share it with your friends and family. Until then, Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.